We are starting with... All right, so we have 12th Donegal has started on what appears to be the lower side, whereas Oosik has started on upper side by Radio Tower. So we see from 12th Donegal, we have a Highlander 733C. Oh, that's going to be fun. So we have 2 Victors, a Highlander, Cataphract, some 4 Shadowhawks, 2 Embers, that's incorrect, 6 Shadowhawks, 2 Embers, a Cataphract, 2 Victors, and a Highlander. And they've spawned on the lower side. It looks like they are quickly moving up into Arch, and they're actually, no, they're not.
Talk about what that means.
Yeah,
while
go
you
ahead,
have
I'm
the
just
other
watching
max.
positions.
With that light 6 mediums, you're going to be looking for a quick and fast brawl, and behind that, you're going to be looking for those 3 assaults and the Cataphract to be getting good firing lines, unobstructed, untouched, and just laying down the fire while everybody else brawls it up. And if they can find a position, they get their brawlers in with the snipers supporting, then that'll be a really good engagement for them.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun match. Other team has looks like. Sorry, one second. Looks like the other team has brought also a very brawly comp. However, it does look like 12th Donegal is moving up into Oosik. Oosik is holding the ridge in the tiny mining area, but it looks like 12th Donegal is actually pushing up completely. They're funneling into this area. They have Atlases and DDCs waiting for them, though. Oosik starts to take shots, putting fire into the 12th Donegal mechs as they come in. Lights from Oosik are, however, a little bit out of the playing field, trying to move in behind. We see no mechs have gone down yet, but a very strong push in here from 12th Donegal into this sort of stronghold from Oosik. It looks like... yeah, man, it's hard to tell who's getting the end of this fight. Oosik has brought a lot of brawlers. They've got Jaeger mechs, I believe those are dual 20s, Atlases, and other brawling mechs too, Battlemaster. But however, 12th Donegal is they pushed up, but now they've taken quite a bit of fire. 2 kills have already gone down, 3 kills have gone down. Donegal is taking a lot of damage, and Oosik is holding this point. The Donegal charge has been sort of stymied by these airstrikes and these big brawling mechs waiting for them. 1 mech does go down for Oosik, but the kill count is 4-2 in favor of Oosik. This is a great brawl. Some of the jump sniping mechs from 12th Donegal are trying to take the ridge, holding a higher area, but their Shadowhawks are out in the middle, and they're getting torn apart by these brawling mechs from Oosik. And I think that we've reached the point of no return. It's 4... Oh no, I lied. It's 4 kills to 6. This is still anybody's match. 5 kills for Donegal as they take out another mech, and this is one heck of a brawl in this tiny town, as we like to call it. We've got a
One
Highlander.
thing to mention is that the heavy weight on the Donegal team is still up in those Victors and those Highlanders. Most of their deaths are from the Shadowhawks, and those are getting in there and brawling. But as we speak, those Victors and a Highlander are going down.
Yep. The Cataphract and the Cataphract, the Highlander, and the Victor were all holding up on that ridge, putting lots of fire into those brawling mechs of Oosik. And the kills have actually gone the other way. Oosik is down to only 3 players alive. Oh, but they take another death. Only 2 players alive for Oosik, whereas 12th Donegal still has 4 players left. And this is a great game. It looks like we have a Shadowhawk and an Ember remaining. The Shadowhawk goes down for Oosik, and it's just one lonely Ember, the last mech on the field. That was a good game. I think, short of a miracle, this is going to be 12th Donegal's game. But that was a very good push. They sacrificed the right mechs in that push, and were able to pull it back. They even had me worried for a second.
It's like we described at the beginning, though. They want to use those Shadowhawks to tie up the enemy to get their lines broken. And when you're using a mech to do that, its life expectancy is really short.
Yep.
And that allowed their lights to get in, pick off components. It allowed their heavies and assaults to be up there just laying down fire without taking much in return. And I think that's what allowed them to stabilize. And they pushed into a really tough position to crack, so
That was a very fortified position. I think that Oosik may have been ready with that Atlas and those Jägermechs. They might have been trying for a cave push, so that Atlas wasn't actually there waiting for the charge. Because if you had filled up that doorway with an Atlas and forced mechs to filter around them as they came through, you'd have been able to really prevent them from getting in and deal a lot of damage with strikes as they were approaching. But 12th Donegal, they did a very, very good job in taking that game. They pushed in. They had those 6 Shadowhawks. They were able to sacrifice them when they needed to with that push to confuse their opponent in the brawl, and then hop that pair of victors, the Highlander and the Cataphract, up onto that ridge by Radio Tower and just lay into their opponent because they were so focused on the brawl with the Shadowhawks.